Basically, fuck them.
Stop the cap.
KDB.
Six burger. Man, I don't even want to play the theme song, dog. I don't even want to play. You feel me? Dog, let's just rest the guys, man. Just rest them. Let's just rest the guys. No cold water for us today, I be damn. Six burger freestyle. Chill. So listen, here's what we'll do. It's the post-game show. Thank you all for being here. You know, I was going to make the attempt to hop on here and, give you all, ladies and gentlemen, a bit of a pep talk for why you should be more excited for next week than the little debacle that we got this week. No, sir. The one thing I don't want to be in the business of is trying to change people's mind. I don't think I can change y'all's mind. I don't think I'm capable of changing y'all's mind. You feel me? I think y'all gonna feel how you want to feel anyway. And regardless of which, if you want to sulk in your emotions, I will not stop you from doing so. Trick love the kids. You know what I'm saying? But on that same token, if I decide to be petty with you, regardless of the result next week, don't be bad. I mean, don't be mad at me when I, do my thing. You know what I mean? So that's all I'll say about that. But you all have the right, I would say, you have the right to feel bad about the product that's been put on the field tonight. I have no quarrels with you all feeling upset about the product that's being put on the field tonight. But if you are going to be super unreasonable about the product that this team really is, as opposed to the product that was put out tonight, I will not fight you. I'm going to let y'all asses do whatever it is you want to do today. And I'm going to enjoy my time today. I might even cut Madden 07 on, but we'll cross that road whenever we get there. I kind of want to go into the phones, right? Just to kind of hear from y'all a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So the phone lines are on the screen. It's 202-926-1127, access code 309104. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear, what's y'all thoughts on this team and the product that they put out and how upset you are and how Dak Prescott is trash and all the little nonsense that y'all may want to put out. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to fight you. Because you're going to believe what you're going to believe anyway. You feel me? So with that being said, I'm hopping right into the phones. I want to hear from y'all. What up, DJ? Let me make sure there we go. DJ, what up?
Hey, what's good, boss? How you doing, man?
There we go. What's good, brother? What you got for the show?
Okay, you hear me?
Yes, sir. I had you on mute.
Okay, cool.
But now you good.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Look, there's no defending this. I mean, there's no excuses to be had or whatever. I will say though that everything looks very, very much blasé, very bland. Past concepts, at least from the broadcast view, didn't look like a lot of the stuff that's worked throughout the years didn't look like they were running much of that outside of that 5-yard curl.
Right.
That annoyed the hell out of us. And that crosser with Noah Brown 16 times. I don't understand that. But it looks, because there was one time when I was in high school that we were going into the playoffs and that we'd had a lot of injuries and things of that nature. I don't want to say same, but similar situation to what Dallas had this year with their secondary and O-line. And going into that last week, the guys were like, or our coaches came to us and were like, look, before we get to the playoffs, this last game, we're going to put you guys in there. We're going to give you opportunities. You're going to have shots to make plays, things like that. Yeah. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily what they're doing, but, Trayvon Mullen getting as many snaps as he's gotten today, Noah Brown getting as many targets that he's got today, It just reminds me of that a lot. So I don't know if they're just they were like, hey, guys, we got to see what you can do, so that way we know what we can and what we can't do moving forward.
Right.
That's what it feels like to me. Again, I'm not trying to make excuses. I mean, I know, they'll run you over the coals for trying to not sound realistic or whatever, but that's just the feeling I got watching it, because other than that, there's really no excuse to be throwing the ball to Noah Brown. What is it, 7? He's gotten 7-8 targets today.
Plenty.
While, CD and them, Schultz, I think Schultz is close to him, but CD's only gotten like 4. I haven't looked at the numbers. This is just going off my memory from what I've seen throughout the games. And it just makes zero sense for him getting so many opportunities, leaving Mullen over there. But, I mean, Mullen makes more sense because Nashawn Wright, the one time he did get in, he got toasted up. So, I mean, that's just what it felt like to me watching it.
Yeah. The one thing I will say, DJ, is the one positive that I can get from this is our coach used to always say, we'll be winning and we'll be playoff bound or whatever, but coach would be like, y'all think y'all good and you're not. You think you good and you're not. But that really won't really pump us up for real. But there's nothing that'll get you focused. There's nothing like that'll get you practicing well. Nothing to make you fix your own mistakes, make you self-scout better than just getting embarrassed. Nothing to make it better. So in my mind, if the Cowboys want to go out and do the same thing in the playoffs, then it's up to leadership. It's up to guys like J-Ron. It's up to Ford. It's up to, DeMarcus. It's up to Micah. You know what I'm saying? It's up to those guys to set the foundation for practice next week to make sure that this doesn't happen in the postseason versus Tampa.
Well, yeah, I mean, and they haven't looked or felt like this since opening week 1, which, I mean, how everybody, I don't know if you look at it this way, but first week doesn't count, so ever since the season actually started, we had Cooper Rush, we gotten Dak back. They haven't really had a game like this. That's one of the bragging points I just talked to with Will Steele the other day.
Yep.
So, I mean, to get this out of the way, just to kind of get motivated or whatever it may be, smelling yourself, whatever it may be, just kind of get it out. I'm glad it was this game and not next week that we saw this, because it'll be the end of the world. This happened next week for sure.
Boy, if this happens next week, man, there's gonna be this happens next week, man. They're gonna be calling my phone like, Voch, give me an explanation, sir. I'm like, I don't know what the hell going on. I ain't there, but
people calling you to cut you out because the Cowboys played bad, which I don't get. I co-sign off of that, but it will definitely happen.
Right. But anyway, appreciate you though, DJ. Good call, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. If y'all want to call into the show, numbers on the screen, 202-926-1127, access code 309-104. I would love to hear from you. Let's go Dwayne here. What's up, Dwayne?
Hey, boss, man. How you doing, man?
What's good with your boss? What you got for the show?
Oh, man. Well, first I want to thank you for another great year. You've been a highlight in this whole campaign, this whole year. So
appreciate you, sir.
appreciate you being there.
Appreciate
no matter
you.
what happens here. But
Appreciate you.
man, I've been in this long dark tunnel now for what 25, 30 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for the light at the end of it. And man, I'm just like, what do we need to do? What do we have to hang our hat on here? I mean,
right.
What do we got to do to fix this problem?
Right. Well, the one thing that I feel about this whole situation though, bro, is I feel like that this is not your team necessarily. You know, like we're playing like this, but this isn't like a product that we get all the time. You know, like if this was something that happens to us all the time, then, you know, maybe I'd feel a little different way about this. But this ain't what the Cowboys normally are. So if there's any optimism from me that, hey, you know, maybe they'll take this, put it on film. This was a meaningless game for real. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we'll just clean it up and we'll come back better next week. But I just don't want to come out here feeling like, man, this is trash. This is who this team really is, and we're gonna look just like this next week. I don't want to make that the narrative. Yeah.
I got you, man. I think you're right. There ain't no reason to go all negative. I'm still right there with you. I still got hope. Just take them haters off, man. Don't worry about that.
For sure.
The rest of us out here know what's going on.
For sure.
But I just, you know, I want to see us be consistent. I just don't know what's going to take to fix this, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch.
It's a big shit sandwich, but we gonna be all right. We'll see about it next week. Appreciate it, Dwayne.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. And listen, chat, I see it all up and down. The chat right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Voch, you're making excuses. And I'm just like, man, I'm just answering the questions. I'm answering the questions. I'm providing insight. I'm giving you thoughts. I'm just giving you content, man. I'm giving you content. Let's hear what Martise got to say. I'm sure he has something to say about Kellen Moore today. What's up, Martise?
Yo, so a couple things really quick. You know, I said it a few times in the chat. The Washington Commanders are playing a very similar style to what we had to face with the 49ers and Bucs.
Okay.
So that's part of the reason why the offense looks our worst since that 49ers game.
Okay.
One. And then two, I wish more people subscribe to your Patreon and watch more stuff because they don't look at the nuance of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Kellen Moore, play in, play out, does not do much to help Dak. Most of what Dak does is Dak being good.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot going on this team where it's like, Dak, Kellen Moore, look at that scheme. Dak, look at all the mediocre players that Kellen Moore makes look really good.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that at all. So saying an interception isn't on Dak is partially true because technically he threw the ball.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is if you're trying to win a game, you ain't just going to hold it and take a sack or throw it out every time.
Right.
Your OC needs to maximize the quarterback, make it easier on him, make it easier on the O-line to open up running lanes. And I'll say this last part. Washington is just playing football. They're not thinking.
Right.
They got a plan. They putting hands on CeeDee Lamb or showing they ignoring him, and somebody's been dropping back right on him every time.
Right.
So Dak will start on Lamb and come off and go to Noah Brown.
Right.
He's been doing it a bunch of times. That's why Noah Brown is getting the targets. Kellen Moore has to help Dak.
Yep.
And I'll leave it at that.
Yep. Appreciate you. Fantastic. And Martise ain't lying, you know what I mean? And me and Will still talk about this all the time. You know, the idea that, yeah, man, you know, we getting production, and I think a little bit of that is Kellen, man, but I think a lot of that is just Dak, bro. Like, Dak is the one that's elevating Dalton Schultz, and he's elevating Noah Brown, and he's elevating these other guys, man. But, like, where are the situations? That's touchdown. But where are the situations where, you know, to where we're scheming something open to get our best player involved, right? It shouldn't have to be a situation where, oh, I'm looking for Lamb and Lamb's not there, so let me go to Brown. What it should be is let me have this undeniable play that's going to be open for Lamb, and I just get the ball to Lamb. You know what I'm saying? But if we're not doing that, then we just end up getting guys that shouldn't be getting the ball involved. You see what I'm saying? And honestly, man, we down 20-6, bro. Like, we shouldn't even. I would hate to see Dak run back out here. I would hate to see Dak. It would make me sick to see Dak run back out here. You know what I'm saying? So This game, man, like I said, man, I see Cooper Rush getting warmed up. Hey, let's just chalk this shit up. We look terrible today, flat today. Nobody helped nobody today. Let's just move on to the next one, bro. And just hope that there's some shit that could be overcome for next week, you know? But we'll see what happens, though. King Cowboy, what up, sir?
What's good, Voch? How you doing, bro?
What's good, boss? What's happening with you?
Hey, man, watching this game, watching the end of the game. I'm not as down bad as some of the Cowboys fans. To me, it was I didn't expect this, but I'm not upset. The outcome, I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna do the good, the bad, and the ugly real quick.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna start with the ugly. Dak and the receivers. The receivers, no separation on none of the routes. Dak too much trying to force it in. I feel like every throw and every catch was contested, like literally.
Yeah.
It was right on the receivers on every throw, and Dak made some BS throws, and also some of the runouts. Dak. You know what's funny, Watch?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said this like maybe a month or two ago. Dak doesn't throw the ball away.
Mm.
Now I'm still seeing the same thing, taking the sack. Instead of being 4th and 10, it's 4th and 20.
Yeah.
It don't look like a big deal because we punting anyway, but guess what? It helps in the field position. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Dak had to stop with that, forcing it in and trying to make a play. I get it, but then again, I don't get it. You go always throw it away. It's the same thing.
Sure.
The bad. I want to say the bad for this game. Special teams. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. I don't know if anybody said it already. Special teams. We all seen it. The punt, the Turpin.
Right.
I'm gonna say that's a fluke though. I'm
Sure.
not going to say that we've been all year. Our special teams been good. So
Sure.
let's go with that. The good though. I don't know if you peeped it. The O-line. I was like, okay, let's go. Peters was playing his ass off. Peters was out there blocking. Dak was back there patting the ball 45 times. You know what I mean? He had time to throw the ball. You know what I mean? So I can't even say the O-line was a problem this game. So O-line was fine. Hopefully it was just a blunder, a little hiccup, a little speed bump. Get ready for the playoffs, man. Love the show, Voch. I'm going to holler at you.
Yeah, man, we definitely going to watch the film and figure all that out, man. But, we'll see. Ugly game. Appreciate you. Good call. Let's get Philly on the phone. What's up, Philly?
What's up, Voch?
What's good, King? What you got for the show?
Man, I was going back and forth in the chat with you, man. Appreciate your humor.
Yes, sir.
I'm the gentleman that was just going back and forth with the Zeke and Tony Pollard. I love both of them.
Okay, so listen, this is my point, though, right? This is my point, though. And look, appreciate you for calling in, too.
No,
Voch,
listen, Voch.
Okay, go. Please,
I understand. I'm just not the guy that says sit one for the other.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I just see a lot of stuff in every people in the chat. As soon as Zeke run for minus yards, put Tony in. And this has been going on for years.
Yeah.
I respect Zeke. I respect Tony. I just hate when one bad play comes up and then, Zeke got to go.
Yeah.
I was just trying to show you that Tony came in the game, ran into the wall.
Sure.
Tony went east-west for no yards. It was the same thing because it was the block and it wasn't about the back.
Sure.
So I totally understand. It was fun to me. I just love the back and forth.
Oh, yeah, we're just talking. Yeah, for sure. We're just talking.
Yeah. Yeah. So my thing is, I'm 56, my man. I've seen a lot. At the end of the day, like Marty said, I put that all in the chat. Keller doesn't know how to keep Dak out of harm's way. He doesn't know how to call simple plays. My man Aaron E. in the chat, he said the same thing. Can we just have a nice little drive?
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to dink and dunk. He doesn't know how to go to the tight ends. Every other play is 30 yards downfield. You just keep putting your quarterback, offensive line in harm's way. He does not know how to play small ball.
Mm-hmm.
He just has one theory. I don't even know if you can call it a theory.
Right.
And that's it. Like Will always say, hopefully we overcome. We got to overcome a whole lot. We got to overcome front office, Kellen, media, other teams playing their best when they play us, all that. We got to overcome all that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when you look at these teams, Commanders, Eagles, all of them, they just keep continuing to get better and better to try to beat us.
Right.
And all we do is go get 2 free agents Come on, man.
Sure.
We do not build this team. Jerry's trying to win with homegrown players.
Right.
He's scared to bring anyone in here with championship pedigree, anyone that can come in here and challenge, because if they haven't drunk the Kool-Aid, he don't want them here. He'll go get cast-offs. He'll go get guys at the end of their career because they're not going to question this Kool-Aid sipping program that we have.
Yeah.
And that's why we're going to continue to struggle. We cannot win with these regular dudes every year. If you don't bring dogs in here, 4 or 5 dogs a year, it can be 2, 3. It could be 1, 2. But those 1, 2 guys are guys with championship pedigree, Pro Bowlers, all pro, the Bobby Wagners, people that have been wanting to come here for years.
Sure.
Jerry will not bring them in here because they not have had the Kool-Aid. And Jerry don't want anybody coming here clogging his Kool-Aid drinking machine.
Right.
And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. The only way I can see this is that we're going to beat Tampa Bay 37-17. That's the only way I can go to sleep tonight, is saying we're going to beat Tampa Bay 37-17.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can go to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Voch, I appreciate the content. I appreciate your show. Have anything back from me, let me know. If not, I'll just hang up, my man.
It's going to be a long, stressful week. But like I say, in typical football fashion, sometimes you need ass whoopings and L's to make you realize who you really are. So we're going to see what happens next week, though. Appreciate you, though, Philly. Good call.
Appreciate you. Peace.
You know, even with the Titans game, right? Like, that game was embarrassing, but it was a W at the end, so maybe they hung on to it, but like, hey, man, it's a W. But, you know, if you get an embarrassing, you know, little situation and you lose, oh, goodness. Hopefully that wakes the boys up a little bit. Let's get Cowboy James in here, then Nick, then Neil. Cowboy James, what up?
Hey, I was gonna had a couple other things I was gonna tell you, but I didn't want to be like rude and time consuming the halftime show in case there was other people behind me. But
nah, you good.
I almost think what it is for me, what I saw is I almost seen like effortlessness. It almost didn't seem like there was a lot of effort to me.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed like just like a game. Let's just go out here and just play, and whatever happens, happens. It's kind of what it looked like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kellen Moore inside the control room, drunk as hell, going, let's see, what about this button? What does this do? Click. Oh, no. And if you notice, which I did, I don't know if anybody else noticed, but when we was running plays, there was no CeeDee Lamb in motion. We didn't have any of that. It was just straight up, get up there and hike the ball and hope something magical happened.
Yeah.
And as far as the offensive line wasn't that good. Dak was under pressure. They were opening no holes, and that was the Commanders. When we play Tampa Bay, you play like you played today, you're going to be one and done. Now, I don't think that'll happen. I think we can beat Tampa Bay. But if we play like that against other teams, that's going to be it. We cannot do that. I mean, I don't know if you saw that, but I didn't see a whole lot of real team efforts. It's like, to me, everybody just went out there and kind of just went through the motions. I don't know if you saw that, but I kind of just saw like a team, all right, let's go ahead and get it over with. That's kind of what it seemed like to me.
It looked very dry. It looked very lazy, and you know, but like,
yes,
that's not excusable though. You know what I mean? Like
no,
that ain't great. That ain't supposed to. You know, even if they was like,
that sends the wrong message morale wise.
For sure. Even if they was like, yeah, man, we locked into the 5 seed regardless, man. We just gonna get through this in Tampa Bay next week. I like being super focused for Tampa Bay, but I don't like taking anybody lightly though. You know what I'm saying? So,
but if you're gonna play like that, we might as well have just arrested our starters. Didn't even play nobody.
Might as well.
We were gonna
might
play
as well.
like that.
I would have at least felt better if this was like Cooper Rush all game and we lost, and I was like, oh, hey, you know, that was Cooper Rush, man. We'll be out. Yeah, but that was our team out there. So yeah, this shit's whack.
And then I think somebody else said in closing real quick, I think somebody else said this, and I already mentioned it again, but I think it's worth mentioning. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a huge Dak fan. I do understand I'm not a huge fan, but I will say the one thing he needs to remember, and I think somebody else might have already disagreed with what I'm about to say, and that is you got to remember when I do go to throw this ball, is this going to be worth throwing it? Because in the playoffs, you don't get a chance to do it over. Because, I mean, you get they're too far behind, you can get yourself out. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't just be, well, I'm gonna force it and see if my receiver can get it. You can't be doing it. And and it's becoming a trend because, as we said, it's 7 straight games now with at least a pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So outside of that, I like our chances next week. But we get down to like the 49ers or anybody like that, man, we gotta start playing clean.
Sure, I agree, man. 100%.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Good call, Cowboy
All right, man.
James.
I'm cool. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Hey, it did look that way. You know, I know some people say, well, Voch, that's an excuse. You know, we shouldn't be coming out dry. Yeah, we should not be coming out dry. We shouldn't be coming out flat. We shouldn't be coming out like we're only looking forward to Tampa Bay. But I think that's what happened. You know what I mean? So, you know, this ain't me making excuses. That's just what I think it was. You know what I mean? I don't think we're a bad team. Like if I came out and said, no, I don't think we're looking forward to Tampa Bay. We're just a bad team. I think that'll be irresponsible of me. But shit, say what I said. Let's get Nick on the phone. What's up, Nick?
What's up, Voch? How you doing today?
Coolin' player.
Obviously, I feel like I know you coolin', man, but some of us out here, bruh, damn. Look, I'm not gonna even front with you. I was kind of a little emotional after the game, so I was, tweeting some crazy things and even on your comment box saying some crazy things.
It's okay, bro.
But look, come to my senses somewhat, slightly. But at the end of the day, I'm just confused more than anything, right? Because you get Mike McCarthy saying throughout the entire week, no, we got everything in front of us. We're going to play to win the game, okay? Well, it doesn't look like we played to win. And here's my thing, though. Here's where I kind of try to take a little good out of it, and it's kind of like a nonsense take, but it's like this is how confused I am.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're going to break out Lucille during the playoffs? Are we doing the Uncle Phil thing where we act like we don't know how to play football and we don't want to motion lamb and we don't want to do all these things? Right now, you just said it. We came out dry. Like everything just seemed real dry. Are we like fronting? Are we playing a gamesmanship thing that Mike McCarthy was like, yeah, well, we'll say we're going to come out to play and win, but we're going to keep it dry. We're going to keep it vanilla, or however you say it.
Sure.
And, that's my thing. And one thing I have to harp back on a take I had with y'all a few weeks back, Micah Parsons, man, I'm telling you, the attrition of having him as an every down rusher, I'm telling you, we seeing it. I don't like how it looks. But, hey, man, anything can happen in the playoffs. We've been there where we barely made it, and we have hope that we can win every game. So I can't take away from our prospects of going forward and making something happen. But, man, I'm feeling just about like every other simp Cowboy fan in the world right now. I'm feeling a little gloomy, dog.
Yeah, I feel you,
Make
bro.
me feel better.
I feel you, bro. Hang in there, man. Look, I normally have something positive to say. I don't have a thing right now. I ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? So all I got, look, all I'm going to say is hang in there. We got him next week, bro. We got him next week.
All right. I feel you. Have a good one.
Appreciate it, boss. So with this overtime with Seattle and Rams right now, I know y'all don't know because y'all been here chilling or y'all been watching Cowboys or whatever, but what's the deal with this? Like, is it a field goal to win? Or is it a touchdown to win? Like how? Okay, it's with a score. So I guess they've exchanged possessions already. Man, I hope Seattle don't win because Seattle win. I mean, Lions will not get in, and that's gonna upset the hell out of me. Let's get Neil on the phone. What's up, Neil?
Living.
What's good, brother?
Living. So I was like in watching this game, like initially, I was talking. I had Commanders. Washington team fan in my unit, and he was talking like super crazy and whatnot. And I kept on asking. I was like, "Well, tell me who y'all play in the playoffs."
Right.
And then I got home and I started watching the game. I started feeling like, well, we don't look like we're a playoff team right now. But then I had to start being more logical. I had to be more logical about this entire thing. I feel like the coaches they got to have something in mind. Because, like, if I'm watching this from broadcast, I'm seeing certain things that have been like a repeating thing. For instance, like the D-line, they've been playing a lot better with the run, against the run. But whenever it comes to the pass, it's like there's no edge control.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a gap at all points of time, either on the left or the right. And it's like, what happened to teaching collapsing that pocket? If you know that you're going to take a wide angle, push back in. And I haven't seen that. I've been taking notes and like started making videos about this stuff because like I'm watching it from the broadcast view. I'm trying to get people to see the same thing I'm But it's like I can't pay. I'm watching it. I haven't seen anybody like pushing back towards the pocket. It's just like open, and if I get them, I get them. It's on that Robert Quinn type thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of irritating. I'm not sure if Dan Quinn is seeing it or if he's preaching anything about that. But it's frustrating. And in the offensive line, people talk. I think that people are still in the mindset of like, this is 2016 offensive line. This thing has been so much of a carousel. Yeah. And like it's really hard for a team to get chemistry, whenever you have so much mix and match. They're playing go fish with the offensive line. So I'm optimistic that DQ will figure something out. I'm hoping that Kellen will start understanding that if you don't have those deep or intermediate routes, start throwing these allow Dak to start throwing some check down stuff, or some rub routes. Start doing something. Yeah. It's not looking like it's like they have their mind on one thing, and if that doesn't work, then we're gonna keep on doing it until it works at one point. So, that's what I'm seeing. I don't know if you're seeing the same type of stuff, but that's what I got for you, my guy.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. It's gonna be a long week. We gonna be all right. You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. I done already got you up out of here. My bad. Let's get Uncle Charlie up in here. What up, Unc?
Voch, let me talk to you, and I'm gonna make this very clear.
Hold on, wait. Unc, how you doing? what's good with you?
What's up, nephew?
Love you, Unc. How you been? Everything been all right?
Everything been fine, and happy New Year to you and your family.
Go ahead.
And God's grace to your family.
Go ahead.
Let me just say this, nephew.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I had left the Cowboy Nation.
Yeah.
You was the only one, and I say and I repeat, you was the only one brought me back. Yeah. Let me explain something to y'all. Yes, a lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say, and that's fine. And you know why it's fine? Mm-hmm. Because you over there and I'm over here, and you can't do nothing about it. Let me say this. Mm-hmm. I believe in this team to a certain point. They always say when you want to find out about somebody, just hang around them a long time, and they'll sooner or later show you who they are. Yeah. Well, the Cowboys showed us who they are. Mm. What they are is a average of slightly above good team that's above multiple games above 500. Right. That turns it on in certain games and then turns it off in certain games. Right. I heard somebody say while we was losing, somebody said, "Well, what is the Eagles score?" See, now here we go. What the hell you worried about the Eagles for when you're losing? Mm-hmm. This is the mentality of this Cowboy Nation. Mm. Why is I worried about what's going on in somebody else's house when my lights is off? Right. When I got bugs crawling all up my wall like the Olympics. Right. I shouldn't be worried about nobody else. Mm-hmm. I say this in all families. Yeah. I appreciate you. I value you as not just my friend, but as my brother. Right. You will always be a part of my family, and there ain't nothing gonna never change that. Right. But the truth stands alone. A crackhead don't change in 5 days. Mm. Sometimes it takes years to get off crack. Mm. And all of a sudden now, I'll start smoking now. Let me call my dad. Dad, I know I smoked crack and I stole your car. Mm. Well, son, yeah, I'm glad you got off it, but I ain't got no car. Can you take me to work? Well, I ain't got no car. Well, get back on crack and then go steal me a car where I can get damn work. Mm. See, this is what I'm talking about. Mm. I got faith in my team, but when I see some garbage like this, right, it's hard to believe in them. Right. It's very hard. If you let a 47-year-old man with gray hair on his chest and gray hair on his ass beat you, everybody should be fired. Right. And starting with Jerry Jones first. Right. You keep rocking and rolling, nephew. Yes, sir. Don't ever let nobody deter you. Mm-hmm. Don't ever let nobody make you feel like you defeated. Sure. And I'm always going to be in your corner. I will be on that stand and say, he ain't do it, goddammit. He ain't do it. Yes, sir. Because that's my nephew. He ain't do it. Yes, sir. And that's all I got to say, and I'm going to end it with this. Yes, sir. I don't know what they're going to do, but they look like pure garbage today. Yes, sir. So I don't know what you're going to do. All I know, if you leave garbage in your house long enough, it's going to start stinking. Mm. So that's all I can say. And I appreciate you, nephew.
Man, appreciate you, man. Look, man. You don't get off crack in 5 days, man. That's fantastic right there, Unc. That's preaching right there, man. Chad, man, let me just work hard, Unc, one time, man. Just work hard one time. You don't get off a crack in 5 days, and if you leave garbage in your house long enough, it's gonna start to stink. We'll see what happens next week, man. We gonna see what happens next week, man. We them boys says we need a round table to reverse this bad mojo. No. Can't do that. Let's get Peebo on the phone. See what he talking about. What's good with you, Peebo?
Hey, yo, man. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, bro. Like, it ain't even like it's not even a question of like to say what happened. It's just like I can just hear Stephen A in my head right now, bro. I can hear his ass in my head just talking about, yeah, I already knew. Yeah, what can go wrong will go wrong. Yeah. It's going to happen. It's always going to happen. Because, I love Jerry Jones. He's a friend of mine. It's just those fans I can't stand. I can hear his ass in my head right now, bro. I can hear him. He's talking. But tell it, he's got cute in this game. He got way too cute in this game.
Yeah.
That toss where he tried to pitch it out to Zeke and Dak threw it at his helmet and he couldn't get it right. Like, we needed this. Everybody listening, we needed this. Dak is always a nice guy. He's always a corporate guy. He's always smile, shake your hand. How you doing? How's the family? He's a good guy. He's the type of guy who's just like, he needs an L. He needs to hear people talking shit about him. Yeah. He needs to hear people talking mess about the Dallas Cowboys. He needs to hear this to go to the team, to tell the defensive players, like, hey, come to the locker room real quick. Hey, no, real quick. I know Dan finna talk, but we all need to talk real quick. They put disrespect on our name right now, but we needed this to go into the playoffs. Last year, did we not come in on a good win? I don't know. I don't remember. Refresh my memory. But all I heard was high horse talk last year. And what happened? We got kicked out of the first round of the playoffs last year, and they said what? We was soft. Yeah. We wasn't doing nothing. We wasn't nothing. America's team, we villains, bro. We villains. We can wear the blue and white. We can wear the silk. We can bleed the silver and blue, but they look at us like villains. Look at ESPN. Look at FS1. Listen to Shannon Sharp. Yeah. Listen to Skip Bayless. Skip. He got that list. Skip. Skip. I love the Cowboys, Skip, but I can't. That Dak Prescott. But that Jalen Hurts. No, bro. No. Dak is one of the most elite quarterbacks in this league. I get it. We took an L today, but Dak needed this so he can elevate and promote his team. Yeah. Come to his team with that real shit. Because when we winning, everything is honky-dory, and we can't even get along with the story. Right. I'm telling you, man. It's like they trying to lock us up like we Tory. I'm done, bro. I'm done.
All right, Peebo. Appreciate you, man. Good call.
All right, G.
Yeah, it's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. We might as well go ahead and get ready for it. Set it off, Chris. What's good with you, sir?
Man, Tory was on one, man.
Yeah, he was on one.
Fire, yo.
Yeah, I know.
He was on it, bro. He was stepped on. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen. Win or lose, they make a difference. If we'd have won, it'd been this, that, and the third. This was just a terrible outing, man. I'm just looking for the O-line tape that you're going to put out. I know you don't want to do it because we're going to the playoffs, but O-line really struggled today, man.
Yeah.
Struggled immensely. I'm still drinking water.
Yeah, of course, you should.
because of the nutritional value.
You could.
I don't want to keep my skin looking great.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a rough week. But I'm looking to the YouTube, content creators, man, to get me through this because they're going to give me the absolute truth.
Yep.
And I absolutely believe every last one of the people that are on listening right now under the sound of your voice and mine to stick to that.
Yeah.
Don't get caught into the narrative and let the foolishness that the 4-letter network and the 3-letter 1-number network's going to give you because everybody takes one. And this has got to be your second worst outing of the year.
Yeah.
So, as Tori said, man, it is something about adversity that pushes this football team to higher heights. All I can think about, and I tweeted it, I remember, I'm a big movie guy, 5 Heartbeats, Duck and JT on the stage, ripping their goddamn clothes off. Jimmy's in the wing, said, nah, don't go get them. I'm going to let them teach them how to use everything they do, and they come out with nights like this. I just believe Rain and the Cowboys going to come out next week, put on the show on Monday night, and kill all the naysayers.
Yep.
That's where I'm at, bro. That's where I'm at. I know you ain't going to be on here long because, this was a trash one.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for the O-line tape, man, because Tyler Biadasz is that guy. So let's just send healing prayers and stuff for him to come back and be able to play, because that front four for the football Wizards is pretty good, and we're going to go face one next week in Tampa. That's all I got, bro.
Hey, appreciate you set it off, Chris. We will indeed break all this down in the Patreon this week and give the answers. But, hey, man, you won't get a whole bunch of fighting out of me, man. We just going to move on, and we just going to see what happens Sunday. Because look, Monday. Because, look, let me tell you something. If we have a good game Monday, this one don't matter. So I'm just going to wait till Monday before I come out here talking crazy. Appreciate you, Chris.
Bars. I'll let you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get Reek on the phone. What's up, Tariq?
Yo, what's going on, Voch?
What's good with you, my guy? What you got for the show?
We play Monday?
That's what they've been saying, Monday Night Football. That's what the folks in the Illuminati been saying.
That's what's up with.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Cowboy Nation. My thing is like this, man. We got 2 old tackles playing in this game, and they're not getting any push. There's no push getting as far as this running game. I ain't seen no running holes open for these guys or nothing. We're a run the pass team, and if we can't run, we damn sure don't want that back there throwing the ball about 40 to 50 damn times.
Yeah.
It just, because we don't have the wide receivers that really get open by themselves all the time. So it's like we got to do something. I really believe that Tyron Smith needs to go back to the left tackle, and they need to figure it out on the right tackle. You know what I mean? That's how I really feel about it. You know what I mean? As far as this playoff game.
Yeah.
Not saying that he did terrible on the right side, but I look at this loss as a team loss all the way around the board. This is like the second time that we lost like this, with the special teams giving up. They turning the ball over. As far as the kicker, the punter, the special team guy, Turpin, and the damn field goal kicker. The field goal kicker.
The punter, yeah.
That all that stuff. The punter, the kicker, and the special team returner. All that stuff adds up, and we couldn't get no push. We couldn't run the ball. You know what I mean? So it's like, hopefully, I want this team. Hopefully, this game humble Dallas to where it's like we're the underdogs. We need to get the people I'm happy that some of the people that's coming back off of injury, as far as his defense, is going to be coming back. Dan Quinn need to come up with an amazing defensive game plan against Tom Brady, and hopefully we can fix his offensive line. We need to retool this offensive line, because this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work against Tampa Bay defense. It's not.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I need Kellen Moore to lock in, man. No more playing around, man. And I hope that, and I'm gonna land my plane, I hope that Jerry Jones is so pissed off to where he's around there threatening people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, spitting fire this whole damn week, talking junk about everybody in the media, all that, from Mike McCarthy down. Because this team needs an adjustment somewhere,
right?
So we can go in there with a fighting attitude. If we lose, my thing is like this: I'm not trying to go in there with a loser mentality. I know that we lost today badly, but we can readjust. We can pick ourselves back up off the ground, man.
Mm-hmm.
We got a week to try to figure this thing out, and I pray that they do that, because I'm tired of these one and done seasons.
Yep.
I'm tired of it, and they should be tired of it.
Yeah.
But that's all I got to say about that. All right, watch. Peace.
Appreciate you, boss. Yeah, man, and shit. You know, what do you say? He was talking about Jerry Jones. Hey, you know, man, yo, Jerry Jones, you know how it go. Jerry Jones, man, you know what I'm talking about? It's crazy. Jerry Jones. Yeah, man. We just lost. But what just happened on TV there is what's the name just lost. The Rams just lost to Seattle. So Seattle is knocking on the door for the playoffs right now. If Seattle would have lost, it'll be Green Bay or Lions for the playoffs. But now that Seattle has won, it is either Seattle wins. I mean, it's either Seattle gets in. That's some shit. Seattle gets in, or if Green Bay wins, Green Bay is in. So you get Green Bay playing versus a Lions team that's not playing for anything. So it looked like Green Bay may be getting into the playoffs. And the one thing I didn't want is both the old man quarterbacks in the daggone playoffs. That makes me sick. But I don't know. But they'll be playing against the 49ers, so I don't know which one of them dudes will be the better dude versus the 49ers. But I don't know. If we was walking into this thing wanting somebody to get 49ers up out of there, in my mind, it was going to be the Lions. I don't think it was going to be 49ers. But I don't know. Let's get Los on the phone. See what he's talking about. What's up, Los? Then Otis, then KC.
Yo, what up, Voch?
What's good, man?
Quick, simple thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I know we lost today, but no major injuries.
Right.
All right? Or no major injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and if there was a game we could have looked like absolute garbage,
right,
it would have been this one, and not the one that counts for all the marbles.
Sure.
And I know Dak can play better. I know this defense can play better. That's it, Voch. Peace out.
Appreciate you. And then look, something else that's fun about this thing, right? Let's just say we beat Tampa Bay, right? Let's say Minnesota beats the Giants, because I think that'll be a thing. And let's say that the 49ers win, because that's going to be a thing. Then we get the Eagles next week after Tampa Bay. And that makes me super excited, super duper excited. I can't wait to see what that looks like. So with that being said, let's get KC on the phone. What's up, KC?
It was good, Watch.
What's good with your boss? What you got for the show?
Same old. Just, a little disappointed. It feels, every loss is tough, but this feels like game one of the season. And that's why I'm kind of disappointed. It had that feel to it. The other times that we've lost, okay, we lost to Philly, and wasn't really supposed to win that game. We hung in there. We blew the Green Bay game, which, you talk about, you're mad about the old men getting in. Well, one of them's getting in because of us, most likely.
Yep.
And that really irks me. So now we're going to have to depend upon San Francisco to put foots in Aaron Rodgers and those guys if they make it,
right,
which they can. But, as far as we're concerned, it felt like game one where nothing's going right. I know folks are blaming Kellen Moore and all that. I don't think the play calling's the issue. To me, it was the execution this time. Dak he was throwing high. He was throwing high this game a lot.
Yeah.
And they were running a lot of man coverage, and it seemed like nobody could separate. So, I kind of wonder, Tampa Bay, they blitz a lot, so they play a lot of man behind it. And I'm kind of concerned if they do the same thing and our O-line can't hold up after a while, I'm a little concerned about that. Yeah. And then on the other side, we can get after Brady, but now all he's going to do is look at cornerback 2, whoever that is, and he's going to roast that guy.
Yeah.
And that is my concern. We have the tools to beat any team, but the issue is which Cowboys team is going to show up. We can get the team that we can get the one that beat the Vikings, or we can get the one that played today. You just never know.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to look forward to see what happens next week, but we can do it. But it all depends on which Cowboys team shows up.
Sure. Fair enough. Good call. Appreciate you, Casey. Depending on which Cowboy team shows up is the big key to this thing. Let's just go ahead and get this out the way. Blade Brown, what's up, sir?
Hey, Vachi. Hey, Vachi.
That ain't how you normally say it. Say it how you normally say it.
Hey, Vachi. Hey, Vachi.
Hey, yo, sir, don't say it because I said say it. Come on, sir. Don't just say it because I said say it. Just stand your ground. Stand your ground.
No, let me talk because I get to talk today. Can I talk today?
Hell no, because I can hit this button. I can hit this button and we'll never hear from you. But I listen to your story though.
You don't enter these champs like that, bro. Don't do us like that. Come on now.
Okay. I'm listening to you. Go. What's good with you?
I'm good, brother, man. Hey, listen here, man. Now, last weekend, you kind of threw out there about us losing to a backup quarterback. Ain't that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you see what happened when you jump out there and talk a little bit too much. The same. He who last what?
Well, see, first of all, sir, you called my show,
What?
so I was simply I was only defending myself. I can never call you. You normally call my show, right? And there's a difference between what happened last week and what happened this week. This game was meaningless to us, sir. This game was meaningless to us, sir. So we, you know what I mean? So we just came out flat. You fought your heart out, sir. That's the difference between what happened with my team and your team, sir. Y'all fought y'all heart out with something on the line. See, that's the difference. That's the big difference.
But like I told you, that game didn't even matter. I wasn't even worried.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you, because that game did matter because you only became the damn NFC East champs this week. You know what happened this week. So yes, that game did matter.
Hold on. What's the ultimate goal?
You are changing the subject again, sir. Look, shouts out to the Eagles. They won. Shouts out to the. Go ahead.
Can the NFC East champs talk a little bit?
Sure, y'all have won the East. Go ahead, sir. Congratulations.
Yes, and we clinched the number 1 seed.
Congratulations. But what I'm telling you is you opened this conversation with, hey, Voch, we lost to a backup quarterback that one time. What did y'all just do? I'm letting you know. I'm just
to a third string. You lost to the backup to the backup.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay, cool. That's fine. But what I'm letting you know is that in this particular situation, we lost a game that didn't matter to us. Y'all lost a game playing your hearts out. And look, something else funny too. Y'all almost lost that mug today. And look, I almost don't count. But look, I almost don't count. I almost don't count. Shouts out to y'all. But shit, it got close for y'all at the end. Go ahead, sir.
On the real, Jalen Hurts is not healthy, bro.
I agree.
I've seen that play. It kind of worried me a little bit.
I agree. But I hope he heal up though.
He ain't healthy, man. It was a couple times where man, he slid way before the guy got ready to hit him. I was like, damn, man, he is not healthy, bro. So I'm not even looking at y'all. I'm looking at San Francisco, man. San Francisco got me, man. San Francisco is for real. I watched the game. I quit watching that game and watched their game. They are for real, brother.
Blade Brown, I just want you to do one thing for me, sir. And honestly, this might not even be in your character, but I just want one thing from you. I just want you to root for my Dallas Cowboys next week. That's all I want. If you root for my Dallas Cowboys to win next week, then we'll just see y'all in the next round. That's all I want from you, sir.
I'm an Eagle fan. I don't know if I can do that.
No, you can do that. You can do that because if your team is good as you say it is, and if you really got any pride, you would want to see the Dallas Cowboys in the second round of the postseason playoffs, sir. So I need you to root for the Cowboys for us to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers so that we can see your beloved Eagles, so that you can prove everything that you've been saying to me all year, Blade Brown. That's all.
But this is the playoffs. It ain't about prize. It's about getting the easiest way to the Super Bowl, baby.
Oh, now it's about ease. But watch this though. If we so bad though, Blade Brown, I thought if we were so bad, you would want to see us though, right?
I'm not. Whoever said y'all was bad? I just don't think top to bottom y'all not a better team than us.
Well,
top to bottom, I don't think y'all are.
Well, sir, we can win games with backup quarterbacks, and apparently y'all can't. Do you have anything else before I hang up? Go ahead.
I had a discussion with a Cowboy fan today, and I said, man, can we just watch the game between us and y'all this year, and hopefully we see each other, okay?
Look, that's what. But you know what though? I'm actually rooting for y'all to win the bye weeks and shit, so we can see y'all in the week too, sir. That's what I want then. I'm gonna root for y'all in the bye week.
We on the couch chilling, baby.
I'm trying to see you. I got pride. But anyway, Blade Brown, good call, sir. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you too, big homie. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. I hate Eagles fans, bro. I can't stand an Eagles fan. Oh, they make me I want to throw up in my mouth right now, but whatever. What's up, Otis?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's good with you, bro?
Hey, look, everybody, it seems like they're losing their minds today, but I want to remind everybody of something. this team has consistently responded to adversity after every game.
That is true.
After every time we lost, right?
That is true.
So we lose Smith, we responded. We lose Terrence Steele, we responded. We lose Dak, we responded. Whenever we lose or something like that, the team deals with adversity very well. So I'm just expecting them to get it back. I'm gonna go ahead and say it here now. We're gonna win next week when we're going on to the second round. It's gonna happen. Like, this might have been something that maybe we needed. Whenever we lose, they just respond.
Yeah.
They don't need to be praised or none of that. They need to be told they're bad and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't be losing our mind and all that other stuff, man. Look, it's never as bad as it seems and never as good as it seems. They respond to adversity very well.
Yeah.
So there's.
I do agree that, you know, this team does, you know, respond a little better when there's a bit of a chip on the shoulder. You know, when everybody loves them, that's when they start to get a little, you know, lackadaisical. Sure, 100%. Yeah, I like that. Appreciate you, Otis. Go ahead.
Yeah, they got.
Snake. Well, Otis hung up. Let's do this. How long we been going live? Chat, how long? An hour and 2 minutes? Okay, we're doing all right.
The conference has been locked.
We're doing all right. Let's get these last 3 platinum callers, then we're gonna go to these numbers that we don't recognize, and we'll wrap up the show after this. Surprisingly fun show, by the way. I had to pull the Madden out to make me feel better about this, but it's a game. We'll be all right. Florida Trey, what's up, sir? Wait, Florida Trey gone. Let's get JR the mailman in here. What's up, JR the mailman?
What's going on, Voch? Man, I'm gonna be real quick.
Yes,
I'm gonna just say, don't worry about this offense. After this season, man, they really need to get rid of Kellen Moore, man. Because I don't know if it's an issue or conflict with him and Dak, but it's something going on because nobody's getting open. The concept, whatever the concept is, it's not working. I don't know what's going on, but it's something strange going on with this offense.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm looking at the play where Dak threw the interception. Why would you call that same route? Why would you not double move him if he just jumped the out route? That was like kind of a stupid. That was like a retarded play call. And I'm like, what's really the issue? Like, you gotta, if you see he's playing aggressive like that, double move him. Get him, get Cal Fuller off of him. Like, and then when we designing plays, let's design them to the best options we got. Why are we designing plays to Noah Brown?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Noah Brown was, 5th, 6th round pick?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a great possession receiver.
Right.
But you got to design them plays way better than what you designed.
Yep.
Because what he designed is not working. It's not attacking anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not making the defense move, shift. It's like they already know what's coming.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. You know, I don't know why we went to Noah Brown so much. I'll be watching the film on my patreon.com/Voch Lombardi to really get some answers out of this. But we threw the ball to Noah Brown way too much. Like, he had way too many targets. So I do 100% agree. But if anything, and look, I don't want to fall into the same mindset of maybe we saving the good shit for the playoffs, but I feel like they could have used Tony more in the passing game. Like they could have used Ferguson and Hendershot and Ferguson more. I'd rather them use any of those guys than to just spam the ball to Noah Brown and just hope something good happens. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I agree though, brother. Mm-hmm.
In my last point, thing I got up, I do like the Xavier Rose sign.
Okay.
I do like this sign, and I'm going to get Xavier Rose.
Well, I tell you what, man, Xavier Rose may not be a lockdown corner, but Trayvon Mullen has stepped in to give his give his attempt at the cornerback number 2 job or whatever, and they did the same damn shit to him. So we're gonna let Trayvon Mullen, we're gonna let Xavier Rose get in there and get his shot, and if he succumbs to the wide receiver, the cornerback 2 attack, then I don't know what the hell to do. We can just go back to Kelvin Joseph at that point. If can't nobody stop cornerbacks. Appreciate you, man.
I'm listening to the show, man. I'm finna listen to the rest of it.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, Chad, that's another good point, man. Trayvon Mullen got in there. Was like, all right, cornerback 2. Shit, ain't no way they gonna keep throwing that shit. Ain't no way they threw that motherfucker right at Trayvon Mullen. He came out, Noah Brown got in there. Ain't no way they finna throw the ball at quarterback 2 with Noah Brown in the game. They threw that motherfucker right at Noah Brown. I say, bro, what we doing, man? I say, what we doing, man? They went right at them boys, bro. They went right at them boys, bro. Who watching The Equalizer? Who watching Alert? Who watching Abducted? Who watching them shows? Dave from NY. What's up, sir?
Cowboys 6 Lombardi. Voch. What's good?
What's good with you, big dog? Everything. What's happening with
you? You know, man, again, as I said, you know, I don't think, you know, they was up for the game.
Mm-hmm.
And even to the point where I'm sure they had some inkling of what the Eagles was doing over to the Giants.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And so therefore it's like, you know, makes no sense to try to do anything because it's not gonna play for it, really. You know what I'm saying? It's just you know, playing the Commanders.
Sure.
But the one thing is like, so therefore with that said, I think they wanted to get some type of momentum. But when we run a driving down to get the touchdown to CD,
yeah, I
guess that, you know what I'm saying, they got some whatchamacallit. But you said it earlier, I don't know why they was targeting Noah Brown.
Right.
And interesting, the defense was double covering him. That was in. I was like, when the last one, the way you Dak, I think, overthrew him or he dropped him, whatever the case.
For sure.
I think he was double covered. So I was like, no, really?
Yeah.
Noah Brown? But anyway, listen. Long as we got out there kind of healthy, so you know, look forward to next week. If we play Monday, so be it. If we play Sunday night,
yeah,
so be it. I don't think Tom Brady's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has the pieces where he needs to. I think our defense gonna be stout, and we're gonna take it from him, man. I look forward to talking to you next week with our dub. All right, Rod, you stay breezy. All right.
Appreciate you.
Salute.
Appreciate you, Dave. Good call, man. Good call. Yeah, man. You know, like I say, you know, we just gotta get through this week. we just gotta get through this week, and we'll see what happens. Let's get to the non-platinum. See if we can make some of them platinum before the end of the day. This is Madden 07. This is Madden 07, y'all. For everybody in the chat box asking, I'm playing on PC. This is Madden 07. 202. What's up? Who this?
Hey, boss, what's up? Can you hear me?
What's good with your boss? I can hear you. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, this is Nick B, bro.
Okay, Nick B. Okay, cool. What's good?
Okay, I want to start off by saying, first off, hey, Joe, I'm a man. I'm 42. I'm a man. I've been watching Cowboys football. I've been watching Cowboys football all my life. What kind of concerned me is that back in the day, in the 90s, when we was winning them Super Bowls, we could seem to turn it on, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could flick a switch and turn it on.
Yeah.
I don't know if this team got it. We got talent, but I don't know if we got the experience to just turn it on like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this game was it was a little concerning. And what I hate to see in the chat, I'm trying to keep it quick. What I hate to see in the chat is these people talking about Forrest trash after he put out points and he brings us back and he lead the league in scoring and all that. And people talking about he trash. I don't like that, man. He show up and did he have a bad series? Yeah, he did. But we got a quarterback. Do we have an offensive line? That's the question. And I'm going to tune into y'all this week, and we're going to find out what we're going to do about this offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And our defense, are they bend but break? Yeah, maybe that's what we got right now.
Yep.
But, you know, maybe we can get something done this playoffs. But I don't know, Voch. I'm going to keep on tuning into you. I like what you do. You and Will Steele. And I'm going to say it again. Bruh, maybe go ahead and do that round table, bruh.
I don't know, Nick B, man. You know what I mean? Will's still a superstition. He refuses to, but I can ask, but I don't think you're gonna get a great result from him. So we're gonna try to pull that off for you, but I don't think that's gonna work. But I do agree they should stop hating on 4, but you know that's just what you're gonna get at the losses like this. So Nick B, I just put you down platinum. Next time you call in, I know it's you. Appreciate it for the call, sure.
Okay, appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Man, they gonna hate on Dak regardless, man, whether it's a win or a loss. So I ain't even really stunned by Dak hate. You know what I mean? 240, what's up? Who this?
Voch, what's up, man?
What's good?
Trevon in PG County. How you doing, brother?
Trevon, what's good with your player? What you got for the show?
Man, first of all, let me give y'all your flowers, man. I discovered you guys about a year ago, and I was sitting in the at the Colts game in Dallas with the ear pod in, still listening to Voch. Don't miss shows. So big shout out to y'all. Y'all killing it.
Man, appreciate you, brother.
Great content. Love hearing you guys on a regular basis. Look, man, Dallas got me up here breaking up families, man. My father hung the phone up on me about 3-4 times already because I don't understand how we got this rotation in the secondary. You put 25 out there, he getting beat. You put 37 out there, he getting beat. You Joseph out there, he getting beat. At some point, Dan Quinn's got to figure out what he's doing on that number 2 corner spot because it has been an ongoing liability. You saw at one point, I think they went like a full house formation and just sent 2 dudes deep. And you know they're not trying digs. They threw it right down the sideline on this kid. It's at one point we got to start doing some scheme stuff to get these guys the help that they need. And so I think it's possible. We got all the tools on the field. I think most Cowboys fans are frustrated today because this defense played, in my opinion, they played a really good football game until late. But they were on the football field the entire game because the offense didn't show up. Yeah. We get a chance to exercise some demons, though, bro. Like, that's what I think is important in this equation. You take out Brady, I don't care if he's old. I don't care if he's got flowing locks. I don't care. If he's back there and 12 is back there and we take out Tampa Bay, that's only going to build. They have not lost 2 football games all year. I do not expect them to lose 2 football games starting next week. Yeah. Let's get it together, Cowboys fans. Let's take these lumps. Let's lick our wounds. Let's get ready to play ball next week. That's all I got for you guys.
Love it. Fantastic. Trevon, I just put you down platinum, man. Good call.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. After this call, I'm going to see if we can get Foster King on the line. See if we can get Foster King on the line. See what he's talking about. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Foster King on the line. Not this one, but the next one. After this call here. Let's go 469. What's up? Who this?
Hey, it's Daniel Pierce from Washington, Texas.
What's good, brother?
This is the first time I've actually heard this show, man. Just pulled up on my live feed, and I want to piggyback on what the last couple guys said, man. You're doing a hell of a job. I love this, man.
Man,
content.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome to the family. Hold on, let me give you a warm call, man.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me give you a warm call.
Yeah, come on. But I've been a Cowboys fan since 1990. Carter and Vince Esther, so I'm diehard.
Yes, sir.
But man, it's sad because man, we have such a talented team, and I feel like we just not. There's certain things we're not doing right, and I agree. I feel like Kellen Moore is not the wonderkind that everybody expected him to be. I feel like he's very predictable. And I doubt that Sean McVay is going to be open for an offensive coordinator job, but if he was, I would love to bring him in. But, I mean, it's just it's sad to see us go out to end the season that way, but like you said, we still got another week to fight, and like he said a couple of times ago, man, that guy said, man, if Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers just has our number for some reason. I always fear whenever we face them, no matter what team they got. So we're just going to have to come to play. Micah Parsons, he's been needing weeks off, but we can't.
I tell you what, man, the best thing about it is that if we win in the playoffs, all this won't even matter. All this bad feels that we feeling right now, we win next week, this won't even matter.
Exactly. And then we just roll with it. And I just hate going in with no momentum. But, I mean, every time we were really balling out and we got bye weeks, we always came out flat, and it always killed us in the end. So I kind of like the fact that we got to roll through it and get over this. And maybe it humbled us a little bit.
Yeah.
Where we're like, look, all right, we got to play up to the competition.
Yeah.
Like, we always play down. It's almost like the Dallas Mavericks, We play a sorry team, they play sorry. They play a good team, they play good. And we do have the best record against over 500 teams this year. So I got faith. I got faith in my boys, but tonight was a little depressing.
Yeah. You know what, man? We'll be all right, though. Hey, this was a fantastic call. You say Daniel, right?
Yeah, Daniel from Waxahachie, Texas, right outside of Dallas.
All right, Daniel, appreciate you, sir. I just put you down platinum. Next time you call in, we'll know it's you, man. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Good hearing from you, man. I'll be back.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And that's Daniel. Good call from Daniel. Daniel said, man, it's the first time I'd have ran across your show today. I should have asked him, was it volume or was it Voch side, but it's probably Voch side, huh? We know what the business is, probably on Voch side. It's probably on the vice side. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel a little better, bro. I feel a little better. Like, it'll be trash if it was next week and this happened, but right now, I feel a little better. Talking to y'all makes me feel a little better. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can get Foots on the phone. Shit, we can get Foots on here. And if not, we'll just wrap up the show. And we'll go to Patreon. I mean, we'll go to Twitch or something. You know what I mean?
Nah, talk me off the ledge.
Shit, I ain't got nothing to say to you, man. I thought you was gonna talk me off. What you mean, dog? Thought you was gonna talk me off the ledge, man.
Right.
Yes, sir.
All right. If I'm being honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
No pre-snap motion. I'm gonna go back and watch. No, nothing. It wasn't one of those things that Dallas said, well, let's not show too much. Let's not get into our bag. But if that's the case, why did you play the starters? Like, I really want to hear from the fans and people like yourself and just.
Oh,
you well, I want to hear. I know. You don't even want to hear from me.
You don't want to hear from me. So, Foots, how about this, sir? This is what I think, right? I think the Cowboys have not had a super embarrassing game in which they've lost, right? When we have these games that are embarrassing and we like pull out at the end, you don't end up saying, damn, we lost. That was a trash game. You just say, yeah, it was a gritty win, and we ended up coming out with the win. So like those Texans games, those Giants games, or it'll be like the Titans game or something. Those games were embarrassing, but we won at the end of it. So you probably didn't get the same feel out of those games and you got this game. This game, you actually lost at the end. So in my mind, hopefully that does something for your morale. You know what I mean? And to be fair, I think we typically do terribly in these games when we're looking forward to somebody else. It could be,
And that was the case.
Yeah.
That was the case.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we could be playing the Packers. Oh, the Packers bad, but I'm looking forward to the Vikings. You know what I mean? You lose to the Packers, but you beat the shit out the Vikings. You could be like, damn, I'm looking forward to the Eagles. You let the Jags off. You know what I'm saying? But you end up, dropping 40 on the Eagles or whatever, right? So in my mind, I think we walked in. And when I say we, I mean them. I think they walked into this thing knowing that most likely they're going to be the 5th seed playing Tampa Bay. And they probably got a bad taste in their mouth from week 1 about Tampa Bay, and they were super focused about, I can't wait to play Tampa Bay. But they had Washington first, which was a bad team, so they came out a little rusty. That sounds like an excuse, but damn, that's what I think happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think happened.
No, I think that we have to. I think the sad thing is that, to me, the crazy thing is that I think that we have to find some reason. But then, Mike McCarthy just came out and said we look flat, we didn't look sharp, and that's on me. And I like to hear that accountability. The truth is, this team, this is what has to happen, all right? Or people are going to get fired now, okay? You have to go out. Let's not even talk about winning the game next week. You have to put this game behind you, like, as soon as you get off the plane.
Right now, yep.
You know what I mean, boss? Like, we can cry about it tonight. I'm on Twitter. I'm upset. Talking to you, I actually feel better. Like, let's talk to somebody with some football senses right now. I'm just in the basement by myself watching the game, just upset.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's over. Tonight, like 12 o'clock a.m., you can't watch First Take. You can't watch all these things. You can't look at the line. You can't look at the spread. You can't look at Tom Brady's beat you 7 games. You can't look at any of that. This team has to come together, huddle up, and say, dog, we got to go win this game. Because the truth of the matter is, when you really look at how Tampa's played, you're better. But we just watched this team play down to the Commanders. So it's like, you have to put this behind you now, immediately, or people are going to get fired because there's too much talent on this team. I don't want to hear excuses. You've shown the team that you can beat. Yeah. So that's what I got for you.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best way that I can put it.
Yeah, and, Foots, you can only hope that this bad feeling, like, goes right into practice, right, the next day of practice, which would be, like, It'll be like Tuesday or something. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they get Friday. So like Wednesday's practice, right? You would hope that this goes directly into Wednesday's practice and the leadership of this team starts off like pissed. And hopefully that turns into good practice and, you know what I'm saying, and that turns into a better game. It's not, you can't excuse coming out dry for a team like this, but if we win next week, nobody cares about what happened tonight. That's the bright side about it. You know what I mean?
No, nobody cares. You had a 12-run season. It's an ugly. It's a bad taste in your mouth. But Mike has to get these guys ready to go. Yeah, he does, bro. I mean, or this season was to me a waste. Yeah. It was a waste, and I don't want it to end like this because you have enough to go out and beat Tampa and get on a run. It's just. We've seen, okay, let's do what the Giants did a few years back where they got hot. What was that Tyree catch where they got hot? They played the Patriots tough and then came back, got on a run, and then ultimately beat the Patriots. You want to be playing your best football heading into the big game, and I get that part of it. Mm-hmm. So right now we aren't, but that doesn't mean that the game next week won't get played. Yeah. So I'm going to be going live here shortly. It's just like, right now, I'm just like, we have to figure out something on the edge outside of CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. And that's what I saw initially. I'll go back and watch them and see what Washington was doing. Yeah. But right now, my biggest takeaway today was Dak did not play great ball. He didn't. Mm-hmm. But Dak's not going anywhere, and people don't need to talk about that. It's silly. Sure. We need a receiver separate. Teams are going to take away CeeDee Lamb in the playoffs. That's what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. And so I would love to hear you talk about it or do film. We have to figure out a way to get CD involved. Yep. Somebody else has to win. Yeah. Or we're going to be sitting at home. Seriously.
And honestly, though, Foots, what I think is more realistic opposed to that is we just got to get run game going. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get run game going. We got to get Tony going. We got to knock on wood and pray and get Zeke going. Because if they don't get going and Dak just out here to throw the ball 40 times a game, then they're going to play the pass and they're going to take CD away. The best way to get people off of doubling CD is to run the football. You know what I mean? And if we can't run the football, I mean, shit, then we might get stuck for, Dak trying to bail us out. And Dak can bail us out. But I would just rather us not go to worst case scenario expeditiously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is what that is, sir. Foots, so you're my defense guy, my draft guy, my DB guy. What we gonna do about the cornerback 2 spot? Because it's like every time we put somebody new in that spot, the same cornerback 2 shit been happening. So Nashawn Wright and Trayvon Mullen were victims today. What do you think we do about that? I mean, Xavier Rhodes is warmed up for us. Do we play him just as fast as we got T.Y. Hilton involved? What do we do, Foots?
I think he should be active. Yeah. Because you can't. Mullen was just a tick slow that I saw. Yeah. Joseph has lost his confidence. And they just don't. They like Bland in the middle, or I think they're going to just stay playing Bland on the edge for next year. Yep. So I think that you have to at least say, hey, Xavier Rhodes has shown us that he could be a formidable starter. Mullen, he was beat a lot. Yeah. Grabby. There was another play where he could have been called for PI. So yeah. Obviously Terry McLaurin is a hard cover, but next week you got Michael, you got Chris Godwin, and you have
Mike Evans.
Michael Evans. So to me, it doesn't get easier next week. You have 2 stud receivers that you have to figure something out. I think, Chris Godwin is a speed guy. Yeah. You know that Tom is looking at this tape, and one thing we know about Tom Brady, he'll find your weakness. Yep. So I think the good thing that you can say is initially you'll look at it and say, well, the Panthers' O-line isn't great. Mm-hmm. Or as of late hasn't been playing great. Yeah. And so you want to use that bone, but that corner position has become a position of real need. Yep. At this point. Yep. Yeah.
Hey man, it ain't draft season yet.
I'm gonna end that. I'm gonna end that by saying, yes, like he needs to be active, and if things start going crazy, then you need to play.
Tell you what, Fuster King, it is not draft season yet, but when February gets here, we'll be talking about this a lot. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, that's right. Hey, we gonna get hot. I ain't worried about it.
Don't even worry about it, Fuster King. Cowboy Nation TV on YouTube, Fuster King on all social medias. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
So, chat, this is what we about to do. I'm about to end this live. Love y'all. Appreciate it. I said the live wasn't supposed to be long in the first place. I gave y'all an hour 30 minutes. I did my part. So I appreciate y'all. But I'm about to keep playing Madden, and I'm about to keep chilling on this on a different stream. So I'm still gonna be working. We still gonna be active. So I'm about to leave this stream. Damn, I got hit. I'm about to leave this stream and I'm about to go live on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi. I'm about to literally hit end on this and hit send on that. So you can run over to my twitch.tv, and I'll be live expeditiously. Love y'all to pieces. Be sure to follow the volume and all its pages. Be sure to follow me on all mine, VOCHLONBARDI, and patreon.com/Voch Lombardi for the long film this week. I appreciate you. Till next time. Shalom.